You're watching Monty TV. I'm Jackie Karsh, sitting down now with Saleem Hussain. He's the head of research partnership at IBM watsonx.
Hello,
Thank
Jackie.
you so much for joining me.
Thanks so much for having me.
What is the value of an open approach to AI?
AI is something that touches all of us. It's affecting every one of our lives. So right now, working on these key decisions around AI behind closed doors would not lead to the kinds of future that we're really aspiring for. Like, we want to all have our say, and there's amazing work happening, innovative work from universities, from scientific institutions, from small and large companies. And having an open approach is about bringing in all of the innovators together, which provides benefit to those organizations and to society at large. When you do that, it actually helps with security. It helps make the code that's coming out more resilient, because when you publish something in the open, you have, rather than like a small group of people looking at that, you actually have a much wider group of developers that are all poking holes at it. And when any of them find something that's a problem, that solution goes back and helps everyone that is using it.
What makes IBM's strategy different?
Well, what IBM is doing is really facilitating a broader movement to make sure that the communities are coming together and enabling them to have a voice. So one thing that we've done that's something that I'm super excited about is in early December, we launched something called the AI Alliance. And that alliance is now with over 80 institutions involved. And there's a set of working groups that are building solutions in the open. So this includes model building, and it includes the tools that you use to actually implement those models into your solutions. And all of that is done in order to benefit like the end outcomes of having transparency in your AI, providing like trusted outputs, and having kind of visibility to what you're going to be using in your products.
What can the average citizen expect of the world as it kind of evolves in such a rapid pace over the next few years with the integration of AI?
Yeah, that's an awesome question. I mean, I think we've seen some really dire narratives. We've seen like dystopia, utopia type situations, right? But I think the reality is the daily life we live through. I think there's immediate applications in healthcare, in like security, in how we actually do education, like our next generation, or like my little kids, how they experience new information at school. Like, these are the things we deal with every day. And I think the thing that we can expect as individuals is those things to get better and better. And as that happens, we should also have certain expectations of responsibility from those who are providing those solutions to us and the people that we care about. You know, and that's, I think, a lot of what we do at IBM is we make sure that we're providing technology through these solutions to enable like responsible AI. And that requires like a concerted effort. It requires like policy making. It requires like people bringing their voices together, and it requires like really good technological innovation.
What is IBM doing to make sure that those new technologies are also safe and trustworthy and not riddled with abuse?
Yeah, I mean, I love that question. I mean, one thing I'm seeing here at the Montgomery Summit is that we have incredible innovators in the startups that are here, and they're creating these POCs and some level of deployment around ideas that are quite, they could be disruptive, they could like take us to a new level. But to go from that to like an enterprise level production, secure deployment, it takes a whole number of kind of, you have to factor in a lot of different concerns around that. So as an example, like given where you're deploying, which country you're in, you need to consider the policies and what people expect there. Given the kind of data you're using, you need to think about who owns that data and making sure that you're providing visibility to that. So what IBM does is we actually take care of all of those things, the things we know need to be considered when you take something from an idea to an enterprise. You know, and that's something that that's why we're really excited to work with startups, to work with the folks that are going to be building these world-changing applications to help them actually scale.